Adventurers, the upcoming Baldur's Gate 3 CRPG that is going to rock our socks off, and today I want to talk about the 10 most exciting features that await us in this highly anticipated CRPG, Baldur's Gate 3. Whether you're a seasoned fan or new to the world of Baldur's Gate, there's something absolutely exciting and thrilling for everyone in Baldur's Gate 3. So gather up your party, sharpen your swords, and let's dive in. Immersive Storytelling. Baldur's Gate 3 boasts an engaging and immersive narrative, written with incredible depth and attention to detail. The story picks up about 125 years after its predecessor left off, and let's see here, that's about how long it's been since we got a new Baldur's Gate, and it takes players through an absolutely unforgettable journey through the Forgotten Realms. Your decisions are going to shape the world around you with a ton of morally complex choices that completely impact the entire course of your adventure, making it completely replayable over and over again. Diverse playable races and classes. One of the most awesome aspects of Dungeons & Dragons is making your character and having a wide variety of choices. In Baldur's Gate 3, the way they have set it up is almost completely identical to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, making Baldur's Gate 3 character creation a thing of absolute beauty. You have an unprecedented level of control over your character's appearance, personality traits, their background, classes, subclasses, stats, and of course all that can be changed within the game as far as things like your inventory, gear you're wearing, choices you make as you level up, choices you make with your character such as breaking your oath and opening up a oath breaker path, and so much more, that this attention to detail allows players to craft their own unique protagonists, making the adventure very personal if you want it to be. And don't forget that although early access, you can make really cool and diverse characters, don't forget that that is only a small taste of the options that are going to be available when the game launches. Innovative turn-based combat. So the combat in Baldur's Gate 3 is an exhilarating blend of turn-based strategy and real-time action. The dynamic environment plays a crucial role, enabling interactive elements like exploding barrels, collapsing structures to change the tide of battle, paired with the excellent implementation of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rules, and every single fight becomes an exciting tactical puzzle. There are so many things that can happen in the combat. Your imagination is really the only thing that might hold you back. Not only is this good for replayability, but it just makes so many cool things happen. And you're not the only thing that's going to be using the background and the environment. The enemy will do it as well. Not to mention how you can just throw pretty much anything. You pick up a body and just toss it at somebody. And this is the kind of things that happen in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And it feels right, it feels D&D, and it feels very open. Mind Flayer transformation. One of the game's standout features is the Mind Flayer transformation. Early on, and in the trailer, at the very beginning of the game, players are going to experience an unforgettable Mind Flayer encounter. And we're talking about the very first cutscene, so no spoilers. But depending on your choices throughout this game, could your character become infected with the parasitic tadpole? This introduces a narrative element that grants you, the player, unique abilities never seen before in D&D, yet at the risk of becoming a monster, perhaps? The way they've set this up with the tadpole infestation in your body and the way that it introduces options and unique opportunities to use this power to your advantage, but it feels like there's a trade-off and it feels like you're getting sicker, that really changes the game a lot. It's so tempting. There's so many situations you're going to get in where you're going to have this kind of out if you want to use it. And the game is kind of like begging you, like, come on, use the power. But every time you use the power, you're like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I feel like I'm turning into a freaking Mind Flayer now. It is just an intense, almost like a rush of adrenaline, making these decisions, using the power, hoping you made the right decision. It is absolutely phenomenal, and it's a game changer. Rich companions and relationships. So no adventurer is complete without their companions, and Baldur's Gate 3 delivers a host of awesome, memorable characters that are going to join your party. Now, each companion has their own backstory, beliefs, motivations, and story, which leads to meaningful interactions and deep relationships. And your choices are going to impact how these relationships evolve through your quest. Now, there's romance options, all that kind of thing, but what really makes the companions so freaking cool is that each one has a really deep story that you can dive into with side quests, extra things, making you make decisions, making you pick who comes with you. And all the companions just have a very unique personality, making you want to play and bring all of them. And of course, depending on who's in your party, will change things that can be said, things that might happen, depending on what's going on in the world and, the background of that particular companion. It is wonderful. Impressive environment interactivity. So the world of Baldur's Gate 3 feels like a living, breathing entity, which is completely filled with interactive things. You can push, pull, or climb almost anything, leading to inventive solutions for puzzles and encounters. Now, this level of environmental interactivity fosters a big sense of freedom and exploration that we rarely get to see in RPGs. And it's a game changer, man. Once you're in there and you start realizing the depth of freedom that you have, it starts feeling less like a CRPG and more like a full D&D campaign. Intriguing multiplayer options. So Baldur's Gate 3 is designed not only for solo adventures, but also for those who enjoy cooperative play. I have an entire video about the multiplayer, but basically the multiplayer options allow you to embark on a journey with friends, each controlling their own character. Collaborate to overcome challenges or make choices that may conflict, affecting your party and your story's outcome. The coolest thing about the multiplayer in Baldur's Gate 3 is that when you play with other people, they're going to be making decisions and doing things that you probably never would have done, and that's going to make you see things and events and parts of the story that you would have never seen otherwise. Stunning visuals and world design. So the developers at Larian Studios have crafted a visually stunning world with meticulous attention to detail. From the dark and mysterious Underdark to the bustling city of Baldur's Gate itself, each location is brought to life with absolute exceptional graphics and artistry. And last but not least, the modding support and community content. So Baldur's Gate 3 is going to have an extensive modding community and support. It encourages the community to create their own adventures, characters, and even entire campaigns. This support ensures that the game's world is going to continue to expand long after its initial release, fostering a passionate and creative player community. And I cannot wait to see all the cool things that the modding community comes up with. That's really just going to make this adventure absolutely never end. And as a matter of fact, even for early access, there's already a really cool modding community. So at release, it's going to get super hype. And there you have it, the 10 most exciting features coming to Baldur's Gate 3, with immersive storytelling, diverse character options, Mind Flayer transformations, an engaging multiplayer experience, and more. This game is shaping up to be an epic addition to the RPG genre. Please mark your calendars, adventures, and prepare to step into the world of Baldur's Gate 3. It's going to absolutely rock your freaking socks off. It's coming on August 3rd, 2023, which we are so close to. I can't wait to experience everything in Baldur's Gate 3 with you. I'll be streaming it, of course, and I thank you for joining me on this exciting journey as we get closer to the release of Baldur's Gate 3. If you're as hyped as I am, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming Baldur's Gate 3 content. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming. I want to give a very special thank you to the members of NAPALM for your contributions month over month in keeping me full-time. You help me pay the bills so I can keep streaming and pumping out content, and I truly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. and I think you might be interested in becoming a member of the channel, please click the join button down below the video for more information and join our family. And I want to give an extremely big shout out to the Lords of NAPALM: Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Sparrow, Christopher Hensel, Random Rob, Zelik Lid, Rodney Mom, Vander, Galorane Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Trips, Bad Wolf Gaming, Richard Glass, Chrono Guru, Kobold, and William Long. Thank you for your highest tier membership.